In this episode, I travel to the remote mountains of southern China to spend time with the leaders and shamans of an ethnic Dong community. My goal? To unravel the secrets of their extraordinary sky-calling festival. Wow! Would you look at this place? It's like something out of a fairy tale, isn't it? So this is Huanggang village, which is home to the local ethnic Dong people, and it's here that they'll hold the Sky Calling Festival, which is a festival to try and cool down the rain. Huanggang is China's sole surviving Dong village, built entirely out of wood. It's here that Sky Calling Festival was born. Every year around July, the locals offer sacrifices to make it rain, which is odd, considering the climate here in Guizhou province tends to be hot and humid. The reason soon becomes clear: rice. Like the 3 million other Dong in southern China, the people here are farmers. Even now, during off-season, life still revolves around the harvest. Many are still busy with last year's crop. And since rice needs more water than any other grain, a drought would spell disaster. The Dong are nothing if not hard-working, though. My first impression was that only the women do any work around here. That was until I was told the men had all gone up to the paddy fields. Here, people get up at the crack of dawn to tend to their fields, coming back home for breakfast around noontime. Afterwards, it's back to the paddies they go. Lunch is often just a snack to tide them over until dinner, which is usually after 9 p.m. To experience this, I'm meeting one of the village's former headmen, Wu Longyin. He's agreed to host me in his paddy field. 跟您上去可以吗？可以呀。好好好。你2点拿酒杯是吧？对，你2点酒。行，那么多酒啊？哎，那么多酒，要多喝点呢。行，这是您生的是吗？哎，都是我的生的。是。那咱们走，咱们需要别的工具吗？啊，没有什么了。啊，行。哎，我们这现在太落后了，又看见水田，又给它好养，就是用手给好了，不像是这个。 像国家那是有什么农药给没有，就是用手给爬那草。5 years ago, Huanggang was finally connected to the outside world with roads. Electricity came soon afterwards, although outages are still frequent. Despite the apparent move towards modernity, when it comes to rice, Wu Longyun still manages his paddy fields the same way his ancestors did. The Dong have created a unique ecosystem in their paddies, and the only way I'll experience it is to wade right in. 我们进去了。Oh well, all right, here we go. Moments of truth. Oh God. 什么感觉？有点怪。You know when you accidentally step in a pile of poo. And then you think, oh, thank God I'm wearing shoes. This is what it'd be like if you weren't wearing shoes. It's not unpleasant, but it's just incredibly weird. Incredibly weird. Oh. I can see the fish now. They're just peeking out the water a little bit, having a bit of fun. Little do they realize that a master fisherman is going to catch them. I'm talking about that guy. Look at him. Oh, that was fast. 我感觉我走过去，他就已经应该有摸一下。It's just right here. Just gotta peek out a little bit. 啊！我差点抓住了。就我腿中间。哎，这
哎呦，抓到它尾巴了。哎 ，yes, yes, yes. Check it out, guys. Look at this. Oh, yes. For once in my life, I actually caught a fish with my hands. Check that out. I'm eating this one. Now I know why everyone wears slippers. But look at this. There's at least half a dozen in there. There's like close to 10 in there. It's got a good catch.
Usually they'll just snack on glutinous rice for lunch, but as it's off-season, we have the luxury of time and can sit down to a proper alfresco meal.
这就可以开始烤了是吗？是等这个火再大一点呢，还是？哦，这样子烤啊！Wow. This is really exciting for me because I've never had this kind of life, and you only really see people cooking with these campfires on TV. 靠边一点。
Except I'm on TV right now. Never mind. As we patiently char our lunch, I discover why the Dong raise fish in their rice paddies. It's not just because they taste good, but also because they act as a natural pesticide, gobbling up pesky weeds, snails and mosquito larvae. It's an ingenious use of space, and a sign of how the Dong have learned to master their environment. Something that's evident also in their choice of rice strains, dozens of which are planted according to the altitude.
对啊，然后跟家里的孩子在一起。那您愿意他们在一起跟您一直在村里，还是愿意他们出去啊？
愿意他出去，我不要他在这里。
啊，这样。
也要看他的能力，搞什么东西，不管你做农业也好，做工业也好，做其他什么科学技术也好，都不要文化。你们的文化就不行了。
肯定永远都会希望就是家里的孩子越来越好，家里条件越来越好。
都是盼望那一天嘛，是吧？
Yeah. I mean, it is a bit sad that, it is the case across China that people are leaving the villages. Only the elderly are left in the villages. But yeah, it's just the way of life, isn't it? And I guess maybe in a couple generations' time, people will be coming back again. Tourism is huge for people here. It's already changed the lives of so many, and maybe it will help encourage younger kids to come back. 挺好的。那要是比如说你以后当老师，你是想回来当老师，还是在别的地方当老师？
回来啊。
回来哈。
留下文化遗产啊。就离不开家。
I'm pleasantly surprised to find out he wants to come back and pursue his cultural heritage.
来，烘焙。
Even though we just had lunch, Mr. Wu insists that I also join him for dinner. He says us city folk don't have veggies like his.
这个韭菜真粗啊 Wow, have you ever seen chives like this? You honestly won't get these kinds of vegetables in the supermarket. It's only here you'll get proper sized chives. It's only here that you'll get proper sized cucumbers, which are bent, by the way, because in supermarkets they're always straight because, there are laws against bent cucumbers. But this is what cucumbers are supposed to look like.
Now that we've collected our hunchback produce, it's time to get to work. Like most other families here, Mr. Wu and his wife, along with their grandkids, have been left holding the fort. His grown-up children spend the majority of their time working away from home, only coming back for major holidays. Which is one reason why, like most Chinese, the Dong love festivals. They're a great excuse to get together and let off steam, especially in the case of the Sky Calling Festival. It's always held after planting season, on the 15th day of the 6th month according to the Dong calendar. Aside from making it rain, Sky Calling Festival is also an important PR tool. It attracts visitors from other Dong villages, allowing the residents of Huanggang to show off their wealth and hospitality. This means that later on, at a traditional council of elders from several neighbouring Dong villages, Huanggang will have more of a say. This showing off is also good for the marriage prospects of the younger generation, which may explain why people here are so keen to help each other out. After all, everyone's family.
I've never been so happy to beat a 15-year-old at a game of chess.
I can't stress enough how hospitable the Dong are. Mr. Wu actually borrowed a chicken from his neighbor to make sure we eat well.
大家都信的这个东西。
都信那个，别个了就没讲是我们地方，就是世界那些，王刚今年汉奸那么厉害，怎么没汉奸呢？要我们汉奸他们才这样的。
好，谢谢。
不要谢。哎，到后面。
哎，没事，咱们待会儿。
Coming up next, I experience the wonder that is the Dong Grand Song and discover how its notes and melodies have come to embody everything the Dong stand for. It's 3 days to go until Sky Calling Festival, and I can sense the anticipation in the air. Most people are now either at home getting ready for the big day or preparing to welcome visitors.
31号币，咱们这干嘛呀？这个排档。
小摊的，他说人啊来的就是经营的想要经营小摆摊，搞个小生意的人要摆。
哦，是什么时候要摆这个摊
？6月15，海天节那天就大后天马上要开始了。
哦，那每年的海天节是不是做的越来越大了？
哎，每年都越搞越大了。
好，这是最近的，就是开始商业化的事情，还是原来也是这样的？
没有商业化的，就是过这个节日才是搞个商业化。平时没有这样的。
那你们这个现在来了那么多外来人，你不觉得乱吗？
要是乱还是没有这么乱的，我们要自然要维系自然，就这样的。
总是一个好事儿，是吗？
是
啊。那你们这一街都画满了是吧？
哎，全部喊到上面去。
那总共应该有多少摊？
还没有记下来。
那起码得上百了吧
？300的肯定要200多单的。
Over the last couple of days, I've often heard parts of the village burst into impromptu singing. This is the Dong people's proudest creation, their grand song. Here they have a saying, rice feeds the body and song nourishes the soul. Essentially, the grand song is a choir without a conductor. Like a school of fish or a flight of swallows, everyone instinctively knows their part. When you watch a performance, the melody flows so naturally and everyone's in such perfect harmony. It's as if they're all singing with one voice. Wu Peiyun is the village's oldest singer, and it's fallen on him to teach the younger generation. Originally, the grand song mimicked the sounds of nature, like cicadas chirping or birdsong. Over time, it evolved to include teachings about life, marriage, history and tradition. Since the Dong didn't have a written language, the grand song essentially came to embody everything they stand for. That's why the best singer is often the most respected person in the village.
在这里面外出打工的人，多数也是在从事歌唱，并不是说是像我们其他的地方打工是干其他的一些行业的。包括这个吴世云老爷爷他的孙女就吴玉梅，现在都在唱歌，都是到其他的旅游景点，或者是其他的一些就是服务行业。
甚至本在的韩天节有可能越来越小，然后歌手越来越少。
哎，对。
咱们侗族大歌是 全国去宣传。
对对对，侗族大歌现在是走出了村寨，可以这么说。
There are efforts to stem the cultural brain drain. The grand song is now being taught at primary school.
过有三班马，走过有三班马，看当呀，看当呀，相爱爱，相爱爱。
Even though it's listed as a UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage, the fate of the Grand Song is uncertain. Each year, Sky Calling Festival attracts more and more businesses, and although they bring a welcome economic boost to Huanggang, they also introduce to the locals modern distractions and enticing glimpses of what they're missing in the outside world. But for now at least, the locals are optimistic.
我特别喜欢唱侗族大歌，因为小时候可能受到家里面就是说环境的影响，因为小村每个小朋友都会唱歌，而且他们也非常热爱侗族大歌，然后我觉得这个文化也非常需要保存下去。
Well, if the young lady I just spoke to is able to juggle being a shop owner and grand song singer at the same time, perhaps there's hope yet. Maybe the people of Huanggang village will be able to achieve harmony in song and life, and find that elusive chord that resonates with both tradition and modernity. Coming up next, I witness a bloodbath and a mini miracle as the residents of Huanggang village get ready for their fateful Sky Calling
Festival. So it's 5:30 in the morning. I was actually up at 4:30, expecting to hear the sounds of cattle being slaughtered. But you know, when I came downstairs, because I couldn't hear anything, I realised it was already done. I mean, the butchering's already begun, and you know, there are little patches of spotlights, headlights, up and down this street, and everyone's just butchering their cows. Ran out of electricity last night, which is why everyone's using headlights. But yeah, so it begins.
It's now the day before the festival, and like Christmas Eve, today is a day for feasting. Before sunrise, every household must butcher oxen. Usually, several families will pitch in to buy one, as they'll cost anything from 5,000 to 7,000 yuan, or more, depending on the size. The Dong let nothing go to waste. Blood, meat, organs, and the most prized possession of all, undigested stomach contents, are all divvied up, after which everyone hurries home to start cooking. The doors of every house are then thrown wide open, ready to treat family, friends, and even tourists to the best meal of the year. I've been invited to lunch by one of the key players in tomorrow's Sky Calling Festival, the Shaman. He comes from a long line of shamans who are able to tap into the qi, the energy of the world. They use this knowledge for everything from selecting lucky dates for weddings to conducting sacrificial ceremonies. He is also the village doctor, well versed in herbal remedies and able to converse with mischievous spirits who must always be placated with offerings. Yeah, I have no idea what he's doing either.
好神奇啊！您这刚才是干什么的呀？
金光的烛光，来之后呢，进来最后呢，进入我的是我的鬼谷先生鬼师傅，引入大家用。
那我们现在就可以吃了是吗？
那我现在
行，好，
是吧？
谢谢您，喝。
Only guys can become shamans, and from a young age, boys are guided by a shaman master, who will tutor them in the local history and geography, yin and yang, and the 5 elements. What's more, everything must be memorized. Later on in life, the student must accompany the master to sacrificial ceremonies. But it's only after the master has passed away, and the student has had his own grandchildren, that he can become the new village shaman. It's a lot of responsibility, and even when he cures someone of illness, Mr. Wu here takes no money. Instead, he receives gifts of rice, vegetables, or liquor. And on this special day, he's just another local, extending his famed Dong hospitality to us. Over the course of lunch, I find out that Mr. Wu has an ancient Dong calendar, and he's willing to show me the tools of his trade.
So, these are the guidebooks for shamans, but I have absolutely no idea what they're about or what they say. So, 这些都是什么树啊？
这个是我本地王古老代都用那个2个本子，你叫河路也可以，叫鼓楼也可以，叫王子新王也可以，都用那个2个本子。
哦。
叫河路呢，就是拔田、犁田、赶宅，修新王、搞新王、搞鼓楼，都是用那个本子。
就是1年365天，什么节日，都是需要用这些书来算。就等于是，比如说我得了某一个病，那您就可以研究出来到底是哪个鬼让我得这个病。
这样的我又还好买，好买的，下雨来过了，乱改那个土进来吧，马上下雨来过了。
那说明是今年丰收应该很好吧？
很好，很好，很好，最好的。
Immediately after this, he told me to go and buy him a pack of cigarettes. What? Turns out the smokes weren't for him. He's lighting up to thank the rain spirits, who are now vicariously enjoying a celebratory ciggy through him. Yes, it all makes sense now. Finally, Sky Calling Festival is upon us. Earlier this morning, the village elders headed into the hills to pray for rain. Now it seems the stage is almost set. All that's left is for everyone to put on their Sunday best. For the girls, it means donning a fortune in silver heirlooms. And for the lads, nothing tops their signature black outfits, which look and feel a bit like an IKEA bag. But now that everyone's gathered, the festival can begin. Cue the fanfare! They might look and sound like Chinese bagpipes, but these bamboo babies are known as lusheng. Played for just about every occasion, today they herald the start and end of the festival. Well, they would if I could get it to work. Never mind. I'm sure all these tourists haven't turned up to hear me fail at playing the lusheng. At the head of the procession is our shaman. While chanting and spraying water from his mouth, he must lead the village elders, singers and lusheng players to the village square, where the sky calling will take place. It's a solemn affair, with baskets of sacrificial goods and even a live pig being offered to the gods. The first order of business is to burn incense for Sa Sui, mother goddess to the Dong people. Although the Dong believe in many gods and spirits, Sa Sui is their supreme deity, and food, wine and the pig must be sacrificed to her to ensure her continued protection and favour. The actual sky calling only happens after this ritual. It used to be that sky calling festival started before dawn and lasted several hours, but in order to make life easier for everyone, it's now been condensed to mere minutes. During this time, our shaman chants about the lives of the Dong people, about their hopes for a nourishing rain, and the joys of a good harvest. And just like that, the sky calling ends and the grand song begins. Local folklore says that a long time ago, a young Dong man went on a quest to find the most beautiful thing in the world. Eventually, he returned with a leaf which had fallen from heaven. Written on it was music, and henceforth the Dong could sing the songs of heaven. To call the grand song divine is a bit of a stretch, but it is incredibly uplifting. You feel it more than you hear it, as if the very air around you is vibrating with song. And it's in that moment that you realize what the grand song is all about. The harmony, the unity, and the rapture of being part of something bigger than yourself.
Yeah. I've got to say, this is an absolutely incredible festival. I mean, I hear that after this finishes, the village elders are going to have a meeting about next year's harvest. But this whole time that we've been here, I've realized how incredibly heartwarming and honest the local people are. And I honestly hope that they have a fantastic festival next year too. Oh.